All right, we should finished up our drawing. Um, Phillips is tough. I'll grant you that. So you may have to like go back and delete some, or go back and try and add in features, um, so that you're getting both sides of the wrap at the same time. It's just tough, and you just have to work your way through it. Okay. Now, once you don't change material type until you get your fillets done, because they're so much easier to see. So once you get your fillets done, uh, change your material type to cast iron or iron cast, and by default it goes to iron gray. I don't know why, but let's change that to iron cast, and that gives it the pebbly look that a cast iron part would have. Now, I've told you in Blackboard, finished surfaces, and the only finished surfaces we have are the boss. Okay, the boss is on both sides, and those are to be chrome polished. Okay, any drilled holes, okay, like all of the drilled holes. And in case you forgot, the way you do it is you select the surface, and then you come up here, and this is supposed to be polished. Where's it at? Polished brushed. And that gives it the appearance of a drill drilling the hole, okay? And so all the drilled holes will get that polished brush. Now the threaded holes, you don't do anything to them because they have the appearance of a thread. All right. And so that should be your part there. Now for our drawing, open up the new Chatt-Tech drawing template, and when the pop-up comes up, you just put in the information that you know, which would be your class and your material type. We don't know any unspecified tolerances on this part. Change it to a D-size sheet and place your base view at a 1:1. And I'm not going to go through all the views. I'm just going to show you a few things on these. So when it comes in, by default, it looks like this. That doesn't tell us much about our object. So we'll go into Edit View. And under Display Options, we're going to turn on Tangent Edges. And I was looking for something that I don't see there anymore. Okay, so, and we tell that okay. Now that shows all of our tangent edge fillets, which gets kind of confusing. But in this case, we need it for this view. Okay. Now our side view, and I tell you a lot of this in in Blackboard, and I give you the sample drawing there. So for the side view, we're going to turn off the hidden lines because that's just way too confusing. So we'll go right click it and go Edit View, and we want to uncheck Style from Base and make it a solid. Hidden lines removed. See, that looks so much better, huh? Okay, now our bottom view, same thing. We want to turn off hidden lines. And we want to crop this one because we don't need to see the entire bottom. So we'll come up here and we'll go crop. And I want roughly about that much of it. Okay. And in this one, we don't have the tangent edges turned on because that really gets confusing and it's not what we want to see. So let's turn off tangent edges. All right, now one problem is that line right there is the hole at the top. So let's turn the visibility off of it because we just want to see the bottom portion of this thing. Okay, let's see. You know how to do breakout sections, so I'm not going to show you how to do a breakout section. But the sections through here, we'll show you a couple of things on sections. because we want these, and I'm going to bring it over here and place it. Then we can come back in and edit this view. And that's not what I wanted. I want section properties. Where'd it go? I guess I'm just not seeing it. Edit section properties. There we go. I don't want a full depth. I just want a slice of this thing. Okay, so I just want a very short distance because I don't want to show anything beyond what's happening. Okay. All right. And then since I want to be able to move it, now I'll go to edit view. Align to base, I'll turn off. And so this allows me to move these things around. Okay. And in the same way, because I give you the layout of what they should look like. The one that's going to be confusing is this one right here. Because I want it to be perpendicular through there. And you just got to play with your snap until you get a perpendicular snap on it. Okay, and I'll pull it. Let's go ahead and change this right here while we're here. Okay. And now let's go edit view. And I can move it over here. And I want to rotate it so that it's vertical. I don't like the way that cutting plane line come out. So, alignment horizontal. It didn't work. Rotate edge horizontal. Oh, that's not the one I wanted. That's what I want. Okay, so it makes more sense to look at it in that direction. Now, I want to go back and look at this. Why did that cutting plane? There. Okay. And so, of course, you're going to have this one right in here, and you're going to bring it over, and you're going to line these things up. Now, then, the one cutting plane down here for the section. I'm going to bring it in there, and I'm going to pull it over. But let me get it moved out of the way. Now then, because you're going to be dimensioning in this view, that cutting plane line gets in the way. So we'll go to not show entire line, and so it just shows the endpoints of it. okay? And then you'll crop this view out. And when you go to dimension these things, think about where you're dimensioning, because we're doing sections for a reason, so that you can dimension these things in the sections, okay? And you got multiple views there that I've shown you in the example. So dimension things in the section and where they can go in the section, all right, before you try to cram all those dimensions into your orthographic views. And get it all done up, put your notes on it, tolerances. There are 2 finish marks on the surface of the bosses, so you need to include those. And the tolerances, and by golly, watch your decimal precision. So some things are 3 decimal places, some are only 2. So watch that. And yeah, you should be golden with it, when you get done. If you got questions, come see me, or send me an email.